for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab, it's Smith. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Great protection there, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
Man, he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Tate. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Trying to blow his way in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big run.
And he made the extra point without problem. We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll toss it to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got his man in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? They've been aggressive? Okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might snap.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down for 42. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and we're ready to go with a fresh possession. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Catch in the middle. It's Tate. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Smith. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Tate.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Trying to run, it's Peoples. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Goes to the option. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll run it to the right side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. Runs through a tackle. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Hey, listen, this guy is one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, but you have to know when the play is over. And that time, just trying to do too much, trying to make too many people miss, reversing field, counting on that speed to be able to outrun the defense. But they figure it out. They start taking away the angles. They're inevitably able to get to him and bring him down for a massive loss.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
They'll run the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's White. Crosses the 45. And the big game, they've got it on the 46.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. On the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and company.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Here's a heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. There he goes. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the back. Got it up for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Bussey. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Out of the gun to give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll try the run, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can shoot some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll operate out of split backs. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Breaks into the open.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Texas A&M going up tempo. To throw, it's Hawkins. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Hawkins. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line?
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play.
And it's slipped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Riley. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Rushes on him. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Just keep slinging it. Going for 6. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route. Really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
35, Texas A&M, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 40 outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing. Joey Galloway, think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys year after year. You know Ohio State fans, Reese, they're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Tate.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Peoples. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Texas A&M.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Hawkins. Dumps it off in the flats. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Hart. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Tate.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And they found the big fella again. And they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. The offense will quickly use a timeout. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Okay, ready? I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement.